Pando, kill the beat.
I don't know who somebody need to hear this. Y'all speak Hebrew, that's Yiddish. How the fuck you try to label us anti-Semitic? We the Israelites, blacks, native Hispanics. The Germans get locked up for the Holocaust. Meanwhile, black people still up in the Holocaust. 100 million of us died in the transatlantic. 6 million died. Y'all want the world to never forget it. You can never be a Jew. You are Ashkenaz. This ain't a star dum-dum. A gun die or die. Yeah, Yeezy told the truth and got ostracized. Not one person in the Bible had on the yarmulke. We were slaves in America like we was in Egypt. Y'all don't even fit the curses in the Torah neither. Y'all was blind to the truth. I had to make it clear how Jerusalem, your land, your people came from Europe. That was 1947. Your menorah got 9 sticks. It's really only 7. Yeah, it's us against the world. Armageddon. This what happened when you inherit lies from your ancestors. Y'all the synagogue of Satan with them black hats. Your whole nation sitting ducks, Aflacs, bunch of thieves and culture vultures ain't nothing kosher. To tell the truth, you vagabonds don't have a culture. Macedonia, Alexander and Philip, you a convert, so tell me, how the fuck is you Israel? That don't make you the people just cause you live there. Why my people can't hate your people like y'all hate Hitler? All the prophets was black and was called nigga. Y'all don't even fit the description that's in the scriptures. Abraham, all the way down to Jacob, we the real Jews. Y'all don't study Christ, y'all follow the Talmud. Keep it real, yeah, let's keep it real. Cold hard truth, fear, give you chills. Say y'all Jewish cause y'all ain't really them. About to do them like Hammond, it's the Feast of Purim. U.P.K undefeated, this an easy win. We was born fighting, y'all the evil twin. Jacob took hold of his heel, then out came his little red bass and they kosher deals. It's only 12 tribes, y'all trying to make it 13. Esau despised his birthright, the Lord cursed him. He ain't the devil, who is? I'm still searching. Ask your rabbi why he give them babies herpes. I don't know what's worse, that or you claiming that you a Maccabee. I'm about to cancel, everybody try to cancel ye. I ain't afraid to speak, that's what I do. They riding to the core, I'm just judging them by their fruit. Cause they ain't suffering curses. If I was carnal, I promise I'd punch you in person. I know this an uncomfortable subject. They making millions off our culture and black people suffering from it. Yeah, they don't believe in Christ. They the Antichrist. Make a living off of niggas. They a parasite. I ain't afraid to tell the truth. Niggas terrified. I'm about to go DEFCON 4. I ain't satisfied.
That is proof. That is absolute proof that they know we are the real Jews. That's absolute proof. Now you got the records. Go find me a white Jew on any archaeology in Egypt anywhere. You will never find a piece of archaeology with white people as slaves in Egypt. So don't tell me that they were slaves and it's their identity, and they know it. And I know the blasphemy of them. The Lord knows the blasphemy of you so-called white people that say you are Jews and you are not Jews. You are not the people of the law. You are not God's chosen people. God's chosen people are living in the ghettos of America. God's chosen people are in poverty and depression in the streets of America. God's chosen people are walking around in America with no identity. That's where God's chosen people are.
Yeah, on 44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and their head with that shit.
Friday, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I did it, nice but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. They mad, I'm too solid, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. No, they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for it, I got real soldiers, kill folk, nigga, watch yourself. They said you been in beast mode lately, you is not yourself. When you dropping that fire, precious marriage, they inquiring. They can't stop what's coming, but I see them conspiring. Cross the line, them firing. This bitch here, finna break the spin. No kindness, I don't trust you, circle small. You can keep your features. Me and my niggas don't keep no secrets. In the field like Jeepers Creepers, say they want some smoke, dog. So I brought these chimney sweeps. Coming like we coming, you can't even cap. These niggas don't run it like we running, bitch, don't even start. Bitch, I'm with my niggas. motion. Think I'm joking, I'ma school them niggas like they baby Jody. Got it out the dust, now I'm too clean, don't know why they hate me. What you want out life, dog? Guns and butter, baby boy. U.P.K top, dog. Certified road runner. I'ma turn that eco-line into a damn tank. I got chopper stash in the attic like they Air Frank. They had that shit on lock until I snapped on them like bolt cutters. You cannot play both sides, gotta choose your colors. See him throwing that one up with that W, that's my blood, bro. Fine in. I ain't show no mercy, I'm gonna show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel. I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it. Got it out the dust, straight to glory. They don't know how I fade nice, but he don't show the skills how I show the skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a made, circle tight, yeah, back and seal. Said they want my life, I ain't worried, I got Ray for real.
Game of Thrones King's Road is now available on both PC and mobile with Google Universe on a larger PC screen. And carve your legend in the 7 Kingdoms with enhanced mouse and keyboard controls. And get an exclusive 15% discount with Google Play Games for a limited time only. Get started by downloading Google Play Games today.
I got you. Let it vibe real quick.
Check. About now.
Check. Yeah. Good.
Come. We too up.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Keep it then. Thank Christ. Shalom. It don't matter. I probably ain't gonna use it anyway. That's hot. I'm good. The water. Shalom, Israel. With the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, start out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander YAHANNA. We're not affiliated with any other Israelite group. You understand? The I.S.U.P.K, we stand alone. And tonight, we're gonna be going in on Brotherhood. You understand? More so like the freedom for Israel, man. You understand? We in the last days. Everybody see everything that's going on in the news. You understand? The wars, rumors of wars. You understand? The peace has been taken from the earth. You understand? Nobody knows what way to go. Nobody know what way to go, man. You understand? People that we thought was upstanding or outstanding Christians, you understand, been found to be trying to have, how you say it, same-sex relations. You understand? Everybody knew, everybody in I.S.U.P.K, nobody was surprised by the Tyler Perry story. Right. Nobody was surprised. You know, we've been saying that Tyler Perry, you know what I'm saying, was out there. You understand? Telling the brother that, you know, you could sleep with a man and still believe in God. You understand? Tyler Perry is an evil bastard, man. Tyler Perry is an evil and wicked bastard, man. You understand? We got a couple of stories we'll try to get to. But first, we're going to jump into my favorite scriptures, Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 1. You understand? That's my go-to. We had nobody online.
Yeah, we got.
No, I meant like I thought I had seen Durham. Okay, most high Christ. Now you two up. This brother could be anywhere in the world.
Salak, if I may. It's the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together.
Mm-hmm.
Yea, gather together, O nation, not desire.
Right. You understand? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we're a nation of people that's not desired, man. You understand? Anybody know me, know this is my favorite scripture, you know, because this scripture right here reminds me, you understand, day in and day out that, like, you have to come together with your brothers and sisters. You understand? No matter how you feel in that moment, you understand? No matter what you think about them, you understand? No matter what they did to you in the past, you understand? This scripture lets me know, like, I have to gather myself together with my brothers and my sisters. You understand? Because we living in a time now where we have to lean on each other, man. You understand? It ain't a time to hold a grudge against a brother or sister. You understand? It ain't a time to not to walk around not liking each other, man. We hated by everybody. You understand? So this scripture right here is my favorite scripture, man. You understand? I'm about to go to Hosea 4 and 6.
Let me read it again. I'll read it again. The book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together.
Mm-hmm.
Yea, gather together, O nation, not desire.
Right. Because we are a nation of people that's not desired in the earth, man. Everybody see what's happening to the Hispanics, man. Everybody see what's happening to the Hispanics. And what's disgusting is that you have some Hispanics, you understand, that don't even give a damn about their own people.
Right.
You understand? Some Hispanics still supporting Donald Trump and what he got going on. You understand? Even though he deporting our brothers and sisters, man. And it's such a sad thing for them to have to be removed, you understand, from a country that they helped build. You understand? A lot of them get over here by our oppressor. Our oppressor bring them over here. You understand? Just to have them build up the country. You understand? And then before they pay them, they kicking them out. It's evil and wicked, man. You understand? Imagine all them.
Oh no, you're right about that, Heavy, because I heard I was on X, which is Twitter. They were talking about how some of these job site managers and foremen would have them let Latinos work, do a bunch of paint jobs and laying concrete and drywall, and the was time to get paid, they call ICE.
Right.
And they go run it off the website. It's free labor, and then they get some young white teenagers to come in, whoever, to finish up because it's already 80% done.
Evil and wicked, man. You understand? And I think the brother Al Bar was saying, like last week before, that a lot of our Levite brothers and sisters, you know, if you don't know who that is, that's the Haitians. You understand? They call ICE on them at his job. You understand? They came in and raided the job. You know, it's crazy because they use our brothers and sisters for this labor, but they don't want to come up off of that money that they owe them after the job is done.
Right.
You understand? So I applaud the Most High for what he did in Texas, man. You understand? I think it's a beautiful thing for what he did in Texas. You understand? I pray for the families of the brothers and sisters, you know, that lost their lives. You understand? But damn Esau, man. You understand? Esau deserved every part of what he got. And he an evil and wicked bastard anyway. You understand? How you take they didn't have no type of warning. You understand? No type of warning that the flood was coming, except for this evil and wicked camp director who was getting, I guess the notifications to his phone. But this lazy bastard was too goddamn lazy to get up and go warn the people. He get up 45 minutes later, the flood taking everything, and now they trying to act like he a hero. He ain't a goddamn hero. He's a coward. Talking about he dies trying to save people. He didn't try to save people. He was rolling over, man, for 45 minutes while everybody else children out here dying. Right. It's like being unalive. So like, go ahead, Kawash, this is Mike.
But it also shows that like we are not people who send our children away.
Mhm.
Like if we do, they're going with the grandparents or maybe somebody like that. They sent their children away, and look what happened to them.
Right. You
They're quick to
understand?
send their children off to like boarding school and summer camps and be gone for weeks and months at a time. That's what they're used to because they don't want to be bothered with their kids.
Right. And they got that freedom. You understand? They know ain't nothing gonna happen to their child. They send their child away. They don't expect nothing to happen. You understand? That's why you go in them parks like that park in Durham that we was at that one time. You see the kids just running all up and down throughout the park without their kids. These big old fancy houses out there. They ain't worried about nobody doing nothing to their kids.
Right.
You understand? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we have to check on our children. Our children got to be with family members. You understand? I wish I would have. My mom. I wish I would have asked to go to a camp. I probably got smacked all type of sideways. Yeah, go ahead, Salaki.
No, Salaki, you're right. Even with the family members, you got to be vigilant.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they adhere.
That's right.
And that's and it's so what's so interesting is I trust brothers and sisters in here more than I do my own flesh and blood in the world.
Damn.
When it comes down to safeguarding what I love.
Right.
You know what I mean? With my own children.
That's right.
I know I could send my kids to your crib and don't got to worry about them getting access to, illicit drugs or pornography or the creepy uncle that has eyes for prepubescent children.
Right.
I ain't got to worry about them eating no pork, sugar, crab, lobster at your crib. Salaki.
Nah, you absolutely right. Because like I was talking with one of my patients today about that. I'm like, I can't send my kids home. Like, even though I would love for them to be able to, hang out with their grandma and stuff like that. It's like I just can't. I can't do that because she's not in here. I don't know what she's gonna be doing down there. Like that's 8-9 hours away. I don't know what you're gonna be doing down there. You understand? And back to what Sister Arba was saying, like, I wonder what the hell was going on in that camp. Like, had to be something because the Lord, what was it, Western North Carolina last year, wiped it out. And then this camp, what is it, Christian camp?
Right.
What evil and wickedness was going on in that camp for the Lord to wipe it out like that, man? You understand? Like this is a time for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. This is a time that we gather ourselves together, man.
That's right.
You understand? And the more we gather together, you understand, the more we gather together and them angels rejoice and the Most High see that we coming back to him. You understand? This stuff is going to happen more and more, man. You're going to start hearing about this more and more. You understand? Up until a point where the Third World War going to come and we going to be in rulership, man. You understand? It was such a beautiful thing. Our sisters were serving plates. We had music going. You understand? Children running around. You understand? We was doing the Carolina Coke Classic cookout, man. Right. While Texas out here swimming. You understand? We was celebrating while they were swimming. And guess what? When the Third World War come in, we're gonna have a cookout for real. Then it's gonna be something real going on. Then, yeah, dropping some fish, dropping that fish. Kawal got that seasoning. That brother got the answer to that seasoning, boy. So like, you gonna jump over to Hosea for a second. Great Cedo. Hey, that Great Cedo was amazing, man. We'll jump to Hosea 4:6. That Great Cedo. It came out clean. That fish was good.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Right. The Lord said, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. You understand? We don't know that it's time for us to gather ourselves together, man. You understand? We don't know in this place that the Hispanics are our brothers and sisters, man. You understand? We don't even think about it. Mm-hmm. Brothers and sisters out in the world, you like, they hate the Hispanics, man. They hate the Hispanics, and you got Hispanics that hate brothers, hate sisters, man. You understand? But I like to try to think about things, a little deeper sometimes. You understand? Like, and what I mean by that is when I see the Hispanic brothers and sisters, I can't help but think about our history with our Hispanic brothers and sisters, man. You understand how they was helping us get out of slavery. You understand, and bringing us into their land, and literally joining us with their families. Like we married into their families, they married into our families. You understand, and we had children together. You know, back when we knew that we were one people, man. You understand? They didn't just help us because they felt sad. We knew that we was a people, man. You understand? That's why Esau is so set on keeping us separated. Esau don't like to see blacks and Hispanics come together, man. You understand? Because Esau he knows that if they come together and they realize that they had a history together. Want this? Okay, most likely. And we realized that we had a history. You understand? Now you can't tell us nothing. You can't tell us nothing. It's just like y'all have seen the videos of the Hispanic brother asking brothers, hey, can Hispanic people say, you know, the N-word? And they like, hell yeah, they from the hood. They just like us. Like we go through the same like that. Like think about that. Other than saying the N-word, we teaching each other the history that we have together. You understand? Think of how close we become then. You understand? You'll never be able to deport the Hispanic brothers. You understand? You'll never be able to deport our Levite brothers. You understand? If we know who we are and we decide to come together and learn our history as a people. You understand? They keep our history separate. You understand? You got African American history, then you got Hispanic history, then you got Haitian history. You know what I'm saying? They don't let us know that our history is all intertwined, that we come from the same place, man.
Right.
Because that right there, knowing that, you understand, you'll say, the hell with this place, the hell with these people. I'm about to go and stand with my people. You understand? And the Lord said we destroy it for a lack of knowledge, because we don't even think that stuff, man. We don't consider it. We don't open the Bible and consider us being the people that's not desired in the earth, or the people that's destroyed for that lack of knowledge. You understand? Salaki. Oh, you got it. Go ahead.
The book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of the Most High, I will also forget thy children.
Right. You understand? We forgot who the Most High was, man. You understand? We forgot who we were. We forgot who our brothers and sisters was. We forgot the Most High, and we rejected all the knowledge about the Most High. You understand? The Christian church reject knowledge about the Most High to this day. You understand? And our people, we go out on the street corners. Our people don't want to hear nothing we have to say, man. You understand? It was this devil that was out there. I think his name was Luke. I think it was Luke. You understand? What was Luke and some other devil? But like the crazy thing is, they know more about our history than we know. He knew that Christ wasn't a pale face, man. He knew that Christ wasn't a white boy, man. You understand? And he was able to say it. He was able to say it. You understand? And I think it was Luke and what was Daniel or something like that. But he knew that Christ wasn't white, man. You understand? But blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, we don't even know that. We don't even think that Christ could have looked like us. We don't even think that God or the angels look like us. You understand? They gave us an image and beat it into our brains, man. Burned it. You understand? And it's just been passed down since. You understand? They unalived us into that image, you understand, just stuck. And the reason that we destroyed is because we too scared, you understand? That's what slavery does to a people, man. We too scared to even think that we those people, man. We so traumatized that you won't even think that you the person this book speak about. You understand? And Christianity keeps you traumatized, man. Christianity keeps you from opening the Bible and reading the Bible, man. Because a Christian to go sit in the church, never even open the scripture, just listen to a fake priest of the Most High say what he say, you understand, and then get their money away, get a song and a dance and walk out. A Christian I never opened the Bible when I was in the Christian church. Never. Because Christianity doesn't require you to study, but the scriptures say to study to show yourself approved, man. You understand? Christianity doesn't require you to study. It doesn't require you to learn the laws, statutes, and commandments. It doesn't require you to know the scriptures. You understand? Christianity allows you to do the same thing that being an atheist allows you to do. Whatever the hell you want. You can do whatever you want to do. That's what Christianity allows you to do. Because what? Oh, God gonna forgive you whether you sleep with a man or not. That's why Tyler Perry would say something like that to that brother. You understand? And that moment, that brother should have said, "The hell with this." You understand? I'll go goddamn mop a floor before I give up my behind to another man. You understand? But this brother say, "Oh, my religion won't let me do it." How Christian is that? Like he's supposed to, he trying to get your behind, you gonna say, "Oh, my religion." Nigga, he the same religion as you. Y'all the same religion. Same sex. You understand? And he trying to take your behind, and you talking about my religion. And you can sleep with me and still serve God, still love God. Tyler Perry is a goddamn monster, man. You understand? Imagine the stories of the brothers that aren't heard. So like it. Okay.
That's just a heavy point because I think about what you're saying, and it's like they're the same religion, but they're the same gender, they're the same sex.
Right.
What about your masculinity? I mean, why throw it off on the religion? This lets me know that he probably is into that lifestyle. For you to be texting another man like that, they have intimate conversations. You know what I'm saying? And he's alluding, they're sending each other pictures of one another. And critiquing the outfit and the picturesque landscape behind you while you're on a jet ski, brother.
Yeah, nice.
And it's obvious. Like in here, if you're sinning and you're in the world or what have you, you glow to us.
Right.
Your sin, it emanates from you, literally.
Mm-hmm.
So there's not one person that can look at Tyler Perry and with a straight face think that he's a straight man.
That's right.
He makes his living dressing up as a woman.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, what are we doing? We playing games here. Salaki.
No, you too wild. Most of Christ. You understand? Oh. Okay. Yeah, Tyler Perry, man. Jesus. Oh, good.
And then, like, you're right, too, rich men do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even rich women. And Tyler Perry got his own studios. He's probably like, okay, I'm gonna straighten this along because I do want to keep working.
Right.
Checks, if Tyler Perry sending him messages like that, imagine what those checks was looking like. Imagine what that little tips he was giving them in favoritism in his own trailer.
Right.
Favors. So he don't want to lose that. So you do that. So you get caught in this little thing where it's like, damn, I know I'm not gay, but this brother is, you know what I'm saying? Until the checks stop. The trailers, the own personal trailer stop and your personal assistant and these movie roles stop. Now it's like, oh, I feel like he abused me or he tried to entrap me or whatever the case may be. Same thing women do. Remember on Boomerang?
Right.
It was a movie, but the other weeks wanted to get some of Marcus. You know what I'm saying? When you got money, you feel like they can just do whatever they want to do and say what they want to say. And because we're poor, poverty is the root of almost all this nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Not everything, but with some of these rich men in our condition.
No, you're right. You're right. Like, but I don't know. Oh, go ahead.
Salaki, we got a comment from Endure TV. I ain't gonna reveal who behind the curtain. But the sister says, my mom was telling me how in the Seventh-day Adventist church they change partners like it's nothing and all go to church together like the next day. They'll divorce and go be with someone else from the same church.
Good night. And
I've seen that, witnessed that with my own two eyes.
Good night.
And it's like everybody is, it's horrible. I know in here we understand that, there's certain laws that forbid that type of behavior. You can't look at another man's wife and even looking at her and desiring her. The Bible says you commit adultery in your heart. So in here, this is the value of coming into these classrooms, man, and learning, that there is a standard that you have to live by. And it's not what the Seventh-day Adventist Church says.
Right.
It's not what the Jehovah's Witnesses say. It's not what the Southern Baptists Confederation or whatever says. We live in accordance with the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High Power.
That's right.
According to the Bible. All right. It's a lot.
No, you're absolutely correct, man. And the sister correct too. You understand? It just shows you the evils of the church, man. You understand? Like you would never break generational curses going to the church. You understand? Because if people doing that, you understand, you better believe that the children, you understand, it's teenagers that go to church, people who understand, you understand, people who are going through their parents sleeping around with other people and then divorcing to be with that person.
Right.
You understand? Like people think kids is dumb. Kids see these things and guess what? They do it because a child a little boy want to be what? Like his father. A little girl want to be like her mom. If her mom's a whore, guess what she gonna want to be? You understand? If her father a whoremonger, guess what he gonna want to be? Yes, like it's crazy. You understand? Act like kids don't know. The Bible literally says to train your child up in the way that you want them to go. You understand? And when they are older, they won't depart from it. You understand? You literally training your child up to be a whore. When you go into that church, you training your child a whore to another god.
That's heavy that you say that because you see what's trending right now on TikTok and all over social media, where the women are, I guess they're putting stilettos on and they're crossing their legs and they're kneeling down and they're holding this pose. And what was so evil and wicked about this is I saw a single black mother and she had her son and he had on pumps, her heels, and he was doing the same thing that he saw her do. You know what I mean? It was so disgusting. It was heartbreaking to see.
Right.
Because this brother, he don't know no better. He's looking at his mother to guide him, to lead him, you know, to train him up in the way that he should go.
Right.
And he's destroyed because of it. It's a lot, kid.
Now, like that made me think about what's his name? Dwayne Wade.
Right.
You understand? That sound like that same exact thing. You understand? Dwayne Wade, raised by his mom and his sister and them, and what he was walking around the house in her heels. Now look at his son.
Yep.
You understand? Like you training your child which way to go. Right. You understand? Dwayne Wade paint his nails and stuff like that. Like you made your child this way, man. You understand? That's why he wasn't. That's why everybody was saying, "Hey, he should go back and see what something happened to the child. Like, did a family member do something when he was with the mom and all this and that?" Like, nah, he wasn't concerned about what happened to the child because he's what happened to the child. He destroyed that child, man. That's why he didn't ask no questions about it. He just accepted it. Now everybody got to be educated on how a child, you understand, should be allowed to be a part of LGBTQ. Instead of somebody saying, hell no, that's not right. I don't want my children to be that. If you say that, now if you say that, you hate, that's a hate offense.
Right.
You understand? So like it. Can we drop that and we're gonna go to Jeremiah chapter 2 in verse 11. You understand? Like we destroyed for our lack of knowledge, man. You understand? As blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you don't have the option of rejecting the knowledge of the Most High. Because when you reject the knowledge of the Most High, we get destroyed for it, man. You understand? We're destroyed when we decide to reject the knowledge of the Most High. You understand?
You know, before we get too far off the point of what we were just speaking about, when it came down to, you know, with the Tyler Perry, him dressing himself in the women's guard, and then the little boy putting on the pumps. I just got a quick precept. So
no, go ahead.
In the book of Deuteronomy, the 22nd chapter, verse 5, it says that the woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
Right.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy God. That speaks volumes about how the Christian church is no good for so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Not one preacher, pastor has come out about Tyler Perry, the way he makes his money.
At all.
And if you were to go to any of the plays, they're full of church folk.
Yep.
Tyler Perry's making his money off the back of Christian parishioners. and nobody says anything about him dressing up as Medea. You know, which is so disgusting, man. You know, our liberation is not going to come from us trying to join ourselves to Christianity, man. That's what's destroying us. Salaki.
Nah, give him a hand. You understand? And what's heavy about that is, you understand, you want to know why ain't nobody speaking out about it? You understand? If you don't mind, if you don't mind, just look it up, Tyler Perry and TD Jakes. That's why nobody is saying nothing about it. You understand? Yeah, Tyler Perry in a mega church, 25,000 people, and he blessing TD Jakes, the so-called pastor. You understand? In front of 25,000 people, man. You understand? It's probably on images. Oh, the Google images. Select. Yeah, Tyler Perry sitting up there praying over TD Jakes. TD Jakes, the pastor. You understand? That shows you who runs the Christian church, man. You understand? The Christian church ain't run by men of the Lord. The Christian church are ran by there you go right there. The Christian church is ran by LGBTQ, man. You understand? That's who runs the Christian church, man. That's who runs the earth, man. LGBTQ, man. Yeah, can we say can we say homosexual? Oh, okay. LGBTQ, I'll just stick with that. LGBTQ run this place, man. You understand? Because wickedness is accepted in America, man. Righteousness is hated. Here you go, right there. Yep. Why again? Why I did that? Yeah, man. There you go, right there. Good night. And these are the people that we look up to, man. These are the people that we allow to raise our children. These are the people that we allow to be in our homes. You understand? The hell with the Christian church, man. You understand? Don't play another goddamn Tyler Perry movie in your house. You understand? The hell with Tyler Perry. Look at him. That is a gay man right there, man. Him and TD Jakes. Good night, man. So like it. We go to Jeremiah 2:11 now.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 2, verse 11. Hath a nation changed their gods, which are yet not gods?
Right. You understand? Them gods that you got to understand, when you call yourself a Christian, you understand, you serving all manner of gods. You understand? You serving the sun god. You serving the god of what? Christmas. Right. You understand? The god of Thanksgiving. The god of love. What? Easter god. All these, you celebrating all these different gods, man. Right. You understand? And when you talk about blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you should change your god, man. We are the nation that should change their god, man. You should come back to Yahweh, man. You understand? The God of the Bible, the real the real God. You understand? The only living power, man. You should come back to the Most High, man. You understand? The Bible says, have the nation changed their gods, which are no gods. You understand? Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, the God that you serving is not a real God, man. You understand? He has no power. You understand? You think that you pray and God just deliver. You understand? Last time when I came into the truth, I found out, hey, Satan give out blessings too. You understand? You think that God giving you something, Satan giving you something just to keep your black behind lost, man. You understand? Oh, God must want me to have this QP. Yeah, okay. Because he wanted you to flip that, huh? Because God wants you to be high. Yeah, okay. You understand? Go ahead. Nah. You understand? Like, it's terrible, man. It's terrible, man. You understand? Read on.
Okay. But my people have changed their glory for that which doth not profit.
Right. The Lord say, but my people have changed their glory. You understand? We gave away our pride, man. Our honor, man. Our praise. You understand? For nothing. We were honorable in the sight of the Most High, man. You understand? We were highly praised above all nations, man. You understand? The Lord said that if we follow his laws, statutes, commandments, you understand, we would be above all nations on the face of the earth, man. You understand? And we gave it away to do what? Be a goddamn Christian? To be up under everybody else? For homosexuality? To have our children, you understand, leave our houses and not return? Because the police done beat them down in the streets or unalive them, and the police are brothers. We gave away our praise and our honor, man. Lord say that we changed our glory, man. We changed our glory. We gave our glory away, you understand, for something that doesn't even profit us. We gain nothing from being Christian.
Right.
We gain nothing from being drug dealers, man. Nothing from being a part of the LGBTQ community, man. We gain nothing from these things, man. You gain nothing from hating your brother or your sister.
That's right.
Except destruction, man. That's the only thing you get from that, man. It's destruction. You understand? And it don't make sense. So like, go ahead, Otto. It's what?
Check. So like I was about to say, when you talk about just reading this book, if you know what Jeremiah's mission was, this was during that Babylonian Empire. When we started looking at the Canaanite gods and we start following the money and all the other worship, things that they place value in. And ultimately, Jeremiah was warning the people, like, if we begin to do those things, that we was going to fall as a nation of people. And that's exactly what happened.
Right.
And if we look at the conditions that we live in today as Black, Hispanic, Native Indians, it's not that we don't want to, we know that there's a God. Let us get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Let you go through some hard time. There's something about you knowing that I got to pray for something to change. However, when you got, Christian pastors like TD Snakes and Theft Your Dollars and just that Christian church itself, when you got people sincerely want to find something to pray to change their condition, that Christian church is not teaching them what needs to be taught for that thing to happen.
Right.
And they're there in that place for that reason, to stop them from changing their life. You understand? But the ones who really want to seek after the Father, they find their way in here. You understand? Right. And that's what happens. Like they run to that church, but they run for just that moment in time.
Yep.
That one time that you're going through that thing, but soon as that thing passes, then you right back to whatever God that you thought would get you ahead in this empire, right? But then once you really want to seek after the Father and change your life, then you not only do you come in here and learn, you stay. You don't just look for that one occasion to change your life. You actually change your life and begin to serve the Lord. And like you and Jeremiah were just warning the people, like, see what's gonna happen? Y'all chasing after these other gods. In this land that the Father, he already told us what would happen to us if we chase these other gods, man.
Right.
They're not gonna profit us. It's not gonna benefit you. Yeah, you get a little money, you may get a little fame and a house, all the things that make other people look up to you as something special. But how does the Most High view you?
Right.
You understand? Salakia, that's it.
Yeah, right, man. Give him a hand. You understand? Damn right. Like, brothers and sisters just don't, like, you don't just stumble into the I.S.U.P.K, man. You understand? You don't just stumble into the truth just because, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah. You understand? The scriptures say, my sheep will hear my voice. You understand? You may be walking on the street corner, you see these brothers out here, and next thing you know, it's like, next thing you know, you sitting down in class in all black. You understand? Like, You probably strolling on damn YouTube, come across a video. You understand? You may encounter a brother. I encountered Kawal. Kawal told me about the truth, man. You understand? You may like encounter somebody, like it's different paths, you understand, to get into this truth, man. You understand? But like Azan was saying, at first, like the first step is you have to start seeking what the truth actually is, because everything else you realize is a lie.
That's right.
You have to realize the lie, you understand, to find the truth. You understand? Like when I came, or when I ain't gonna say came across, but when I met Kawal, you understand, talking to this brother, I'm like, damn, like that's a lie. This a lot. Like he started putting the classes on. I'm like, damn, this a lot. There ain't no way the Bible say this. Open the Bible, it's right there. Next thing you know, you come into class and you read, teacher telling you to read. Always that Proverbs. Good night. You understand? Envy thou not the oppressor. You understand? Like, and it's like, dang, this really is in here. And you know, repetition. And next thing you know, like these words be jumping off the page at you, and the understanding just coming to you. And that's how, when you know this is the place that I need to be in, because that veil get lifted off your eyes and you start to understand these scriptures. You will never understand the scriptures if the Lord is not with you, man. You understand? The only way you get this understanding is by having the Lord with you, man. You understand? Salakia. Read on, brothers.
Oh God, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 2 and verse 12. Be not Slakia. Be astonished,
right,
O ye heavens, at this, and be horribly afraid.
Mm-hmm.
Be ye very desolate, saith the Most High.
Right.
13.
So like, you understand? It said, be astonished, man. Be shocked. You understand? Be surprised by this. You understand? Like, don't let this, hold tight. Like, this is not normal. You understand? If any other nation, right? If the Most High chose any other nation, they'll be over us right now. They'll be over us, because they have stopped all manner of their sins if they know that the Most High chose them. You understand? But blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we ain't gonna stop. We fell in love with the sins, man. You understand? We fell in love with it, and we had the Most High, and we gave it all away. You understand? The other nations know that the Lord ain't with them. That's why they don't give a damn. They profit by us not following the Most High, man.
Right.
You understand? But if the Lord chose, you don't think that China man would stop eating bats if he realized, if he knew that the Lord chose him? You understand? Every bat have a chance. All bat lives matter. Bat lives matter. You understand? Like every bat have a chance, man. You understand? Cats and dogs will have a chance. Africans, them monkeys that they be sitting over there pulling the dang skin off the skull. You understand? Sitting in that little stupid man. Oh man. All the monkeys will have a chance if the African if the Most High chose the African man. You understand? But blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, he chose us, man. And you understand? He said to be astonished. You understand? Be shocked, oh heavens, man, at this, and horribly afraid, man. Be ye desolate, man. Be joyless. You understand? This is nothing to be happy about. This is a sad day, man. A terrible day, man. In the nation of Israel, we gave up our power, you understand, to join ourselves to something that doesn't profit us. That's right. To join ourselves to a people who doesn't love us, who doesn't allow us to get ahead. You can separate yourself from Esau all you want to, and he still finds some type of way to wedge yourself into your life, man. You can't get away from him, and you don't benefit from him being around you. As much as he's around you, you don't benefit from him being around you.
Right.
Because everything that you do, he pulling you down, man.
Right.
He act like he your friend, but he's still holding you back. Stumbling block after stumbling block, and we still decide to love these people, man. It doesn't make sense. You understand? And the Bible is saying, be joyless, man. You understand? Said the Lord, man. This is not a good thing. You understand? It's like you read on.
Come. Verse 13. For my people have committed two evils.
The Lord said we committed two evils, man.
They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and hewed them out cisterns, broken cisterns that can hold no water.
Right. The Lord said we committed two evils, man. You understand? We forsaken him. You understand? Forsaking him how? Joining ourselves to Christianity, joining ourselves to drugs, joining ourselves to same-sex marriages, joining ourselves to these different gangs, right. Joining ourselves to Esau military, man. You understand? We forsaken the Most High, man. We left, you understand, our power. You understand? The fountain of living waters. You understand? Do you know what it means to have a fountain of living waters? Everything around you will thrive. You understand? Think about a field next to a running creek, and that water in that creek is water in that field. You understand? We talking about fresh water. We ain't talking about sewer water. You understand? We left fresh water where our plants could thrive. The plants being the nation of Israel. You understand? Where they don't wither away. You understand? Where they're taken care of. You understand? The Lord said he is how you said it? How it went? Garden husband, I think it was. You understand? I think it was garden husband, Salakia. You understand? But in other words, saying that he's the one that's tending to us, man. You understand? He making sure that the branches don't grow all over this way. You want them open so the sun can shine and the branches can be strong. You understand? He casting out the wheat branches, putting them in the fire. You understand? He pruning the trees. Y'all remember that class? We had a whole class on it. You understand? And we gave that up. We gave up our fountain of living waters, man. You understand? We gave up the way of life, the way that we should be living our lives, man, in righteousness, man, prospering. Everything that we touch, you understand, turn to gold. You understand? Go ahead, Salaki.
Oh, Salaki, that's heavy you say that, because the so-called oppressor have you looking for the fountain of youth.
Mm-hmm.
When we got the fountain of living waters right here in the Bible.
Right.
Salaki.
Which is also essentially the fountain of youth.
It is.
You understand? Like, you ever read these stories about how old brothers and sisters was getting in the Bible? You living like 800-900 years old. Good brother. Like, come on, man. Now today, what is the average lifespan of a black man in America? What, 21? 72? Like, that don't even make sense. It doesn't make sense. You as a black male in America, you expected to be under like 65. But you ain't supposed to live by 21. You ain't supposed to live until you're 21 in America. Some places 18. They expect you to be unalive by the time you turn 18. You understand? Because we gave up our fountain of living water, man, and decided to live in hell amongst this heathen. You understand? And the Lord said that we hewed out for ourselves cisterns, man. You understand? Like a cistern is something that's made to hold water. You understand? You ever seen like an empty septic tank or like a pool shell? It's something that well, I ain't gonna say a pool shell, but it's something that you can store water in. You understand? That way, if you need the water, you can come back to it. You understand? You still had a fresh water. But the Lord say, we seeked out cisterns and we found broken cisterns, man. You understand? Christianity is a broken cistern. That's right. It holds no value. You understand? Whatever you put into Christianity, it's gonna seep out these cracks, because he said it's a broken cistern. It's gonna seep out. You understand? You're gonna go back to get a drink of that water, and it's gonna all be gone. You're gonna flip the cistern over, you're gonna see a crack, you're gonna be pissed. You understand? You're like, God damn, I just filled this thing yesterday. Just filled it yesterday. Come back, everything gone. That's Christianity, man. So like,
that's heavy. I was reading a story yesterday on The Guardian, right? And they was talking about how they're about to they have released the FBI files on MLK, and they said that the family had raised a petition to stop the files from being publicly released or reviewed, but it's already out. But they tried to petition to keep the files hidden. Right. So when you talk about the cistern and what we have poured into the idea that MLK dream was something we should pour into. You understand? But when you go to examine it, the cracks and the crevices that's in the work that he was so-called doing through Christianity, the oppressors say, I'm going to expose it. And they know that these files and what he was doing is so corrupt that the family petitioned to keep it on hush, man. So what do you do then? Do you start over?
Yeah, nice.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is like it.
That's crazy. That you know what's so crazy about that? You want to show them what a cistern is? You know what's so crazy about that? They'll show like Martin Luther King, you understand? In the I.S.U.P.K, we know the real image, the true image of Martin Luther King. You understand? But our brothers and sisters in the world, they don't know who the real Martin Luther King was. You understand? Martin Luther King been gone for how long now? You understand? And them releasing them records or them files, you understand, further taints his image. You understand? And it doesn't help. It don't help black people because black people ain't gonna give a damn about it. You understand? Black people care about the Epstein, like we care about where's the Epstein files? Yeah, is that like good?
It's a lot, yeah. Adding to what Officer Zion said, Trump released all those files on Martin Luther King and his assassination,
right?
As a deflection from all the attention, and you know, we want to see them Epstein files. We want to see who's on those lists. You know what I mean? Because that would implicate Donald Trump. But being the bastard he is, the devil that he is, he's like, nah, blood is on with Martin Luther King and how wicked and evil and disgusting he was.
See?
It's a lot, yeah.
Nah, you absolutely correct. Because, like, and see, that was my point. Like, that's the nature of this beast, man. You understand? Martin Luther King ain't got nothing to do with nothing. You got up there and said you was gonna release the Epstein files. That's what you said. You understand? But he said, nah, we're gonna release Martin Luther King. You understand? We're gonna show what Martin Luther King did because Trump, you understand? Understand this. When you think about America, you think about the evil bastards that we join ourselves to, you understand that profit us in no way. You understand? You have to understand that they all in bed together. Donald Trump know who was at them parties. You understand? He know who was on that island with him. You understand? He the same way he know that one of the underage girls was spotted at a mansion in Florida that he was at. You understand? Donald Trump knows this. He's not gonna out himself. So give him Martin Luther King. You understand? Destroy these niggas even more. They put their faith in Martin Luther King. Destroy these niggas even more. Show them what they don't know about Martin Luther King. Nah, Negro, we want to see who you really are. You understand? Oh, so like that's the image of the cisterns right there. You understand? It's used to store water. You understand? The Lord said that we saw that we hewed out cisterns and we got broken cisterns. You understand? That can hold no water. You understand? Ain't no knowledge in the Christian church. You understand? The fountain of living waters, you understand, is not in the Christian church, man. It's not in the Christian church. The Lord said we forsake him, the fountain of living waters. You understand? And we hewed out cisterns, broken cisterns, meaning what? We left the truth and went into the Christian church, meaning what? The fountain of living waters, aka the Most High power, you understand, is not in the Christian church, man. He's not in there. You understand? The Lord is not in the Christian church, man. You're not going to find him in the Muslim, in Islam, man. Right. You understand? He's not there. Salakia, read on.
I'm calling the book of Jeremiah, chapter 2 and verse 14. Is Israel a servant Is he a homeborn slave?
Right.
Why is he spoiled?
Lord said, is Israel a servant? That's a question. Hell no, Israel ain't a servant, man. You understand? All you gotta do is open the Bible. The Bible tells you. I seen it said the kings walking on the ground beside the servants on the horse. Paraphrasing. You understand? Israel is not a servant. You understand? And if you need me to paint that image for you, the slaves walked through the fields, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You understand? We walked through them cotton fields. You understand? And the slave was sitting on the horse beating your back, man. The slave was on the horse beating the backs of our Haitian brothers and sisters as they was trying to seek some type of asylum, man, from what was going on in Haiti, man. You understand? The slave, you understand, is raiding the factories while Issacharite brothers and sisters work. You understand? Raiding the construction sites. Those are the slaves, man. You understand? Israel isn't a goddamn slave. You understand? Is he a homeborn slave? You understand? You know who's the homeborn slave? That goddamn bastard called Donald Trump. He's the homeborn slave, man. He is a slave, man. He's a servant, man. You understand? Moab, the one in there cooking up all the cats and dogs on the block. You wonder why you ain't seen the goddamn dog that you put the food out for. Moab done caught him. He done chopped him up in the back. You understand? Those are the servants, man. Right. Donald Trump is the slave. Barack Obama is the slave, man. You understand? The scriptures say, why is he spoiled? We're spoiled because we lack the knowledge of the Most High, man. We spoiled because we choose not to gather ourselves together like Zephaniah 2:1 said, man. Right. You understand? We spoiled because we hewed out cisterns that were broken and couldn't hold water, man. You understand? We're spoiled because we choose to follow after Tyler Perry, man. Joining ourselves to America when America has no love for black people, man. That's why we're destroyed, man. Because we've forsaken the Most High, man. We've forsaken our fountain of living waters, man. You understand? And we're destroyed for it in this place, man. That's right. So, Lockie, go ahead.
Like, if I may, I got a precept.
Go ahead.
This might be on your list. The book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 3. Give not thine honor to another, nor the things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation.
Right.
This speaks volumes about what you're bringing out right now. You know, we give our honor, or we adhere to America, to the Christian church, to the Army, the Navy, the Air Force.
Mm-hmm.
They're offering brothers $55,000 to sign up to be an ICE agent right now. We give our honor to another. It says, know the things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation.
Right.
We look at Bibi Netanyahu and the little hats as if they are God's chosen people, and they are not. We have to take on these customs, these traditions that the Bible denotes are ours. This is our record book. You ask your brother about the Passover, they look at you like you speak in another language. We said, we got the Feast of First Fruits and, the Day of Atonement.
Right.
Our people reject all those things for what? Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's. We can no longer continue to give our honor to another, man.
Damn right.
It's a lot, if I may.
No, what's on Christ, man? Yeah. You understand? It's like we're gonna jump over to Jeremiah 50 and verse 7. God. Yeah, man. What's on Christ? We're gonna jump over to Jeremiah 50 and we can start at verse 6, if you don't mind. 50 and verse 6.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, and verse 6. My people hath been lost sheep.
Mm-hmm.
Their shepherds have caused them to go astray.
Right. You understand? The Lord said, my people been lost sheep, man. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. This is why we spoiled. We've been lost sheep, man. You understand? You know anything about a sheep? A sheep need to be protected, man. You understand? They need a shepherd, man. You understand? Somebody has to defend those sheep. Why? Because a sheep is basically defenseless. You understand? Anything could come and devour a sheep, man. You understand? And where there's sheep, guess what? There's wolves. You understand? The Lord say, my people have been lost sheep, man. You understand? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we don't know who we are. We don't know who to go to. We don't know who to turn to. Half the time, we afraid to turn to our brothers and sisters. Right. You understand? Because of what they may think about us or what they may feel. You understand? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we hate each other that we hate each other so much that we won't even turn to one another to consider that we going through the same goddamn oppression, man. That's why black people will sit back on social media and say, "Oh, don't worry about it. Mind your black business," while the Mexicans getting detained or deported. You're a goddamn fool, man. Because after the Mexicans are gone, who the hell you think they coming for? Did we not go through this? 8 years ago? Did we not do this? We went through this 8 years ago. You understand? We went through this before. Donald Trump got rid of the Mexicans, and it was open season on black people, man. And we heard George Floyd call out for his mom on national TV. We heard it. And you talking about mind your black business. The Hispanics are your black business, man. You understand? The Native Indians are black business, man. You understand? Salaki. Go ahead, Salaki. Oh, Salaki, it said, and the shepherds have caused them to go astray, man. You understand? T.D. Jakes has caused us to go astray. Martin Luther King caused us to go astray. You understand? Our black leaders cause us to go astray. You understand why? Because they don't love the Most High. They don't know the Most High, man. The Christian pastor doesn't know the Most High. You understand? The IUIC doesn't know the Most High. You understand? They are shepherds that cause sheep to go astray, man. You understand? All these fake Israelite groups. You understand? They cause sheep to go astray, man. Why? Because they don't know the Most High, man. And they don't give a damn. You understand? They don't care. Salaki, read on.
Okay. To go astray. They have turned them away on the mountains. Mm-hmm. They have gone from mountain to hill. Mm-hmm. They have forgotten their resting place.
Right. You ever seen the movies where people get stranded in the mountains? And it's like now, like it's literally at that point survival of like the fittest. At that point, you understand, or so like not even survival of the fittest. Is the Lord with you or not? You understand, like because it's hell trying to get off that mountain once you lost. You understand? The Lord said we don't went for. They turned us away on the mountains, man. You understand? The mountains, mountains are high up, man. You understand? Any wrong step, and you can fall off the side of the goddamn mountain. You understand? It's dangerous. You understand? And they turned away the sheep. You understand? They turned away the nation of Israel and left us stranded. You understand? And this, and we don't know which way to go. You understand? It's like we went from mountains. They going from mountains to hill. Like we are lost in this place, man. You understand? And our leaders just left us. We don't know where we're going. We don't know where we came from. You understand? Nobody to advocate for us. Nobody to take up for us. You understand? They just forsook us, man. You understand? And we got destroyed. So like,
you know, Salaki, and it's so heavy because you think about a mountain and you know the position that you're in when you're on a mountain. Mm-hmm. You have the advantage. So we're talking about rulership and authority.
Right.
We've been turned away. We've been put on a lower position.
Right.
You know, and who's it's like the bait and switch officer Zion was talking about yesterday. You know, they deceived us into believing that our position is to be the servant, the humble
on the hill.
In servitude to them.
Mm-hmm.
Perpetually. Salaki.
Nah, you're absolutely right. You understand? Like you right. We went from that high place. You understand? Like they left us up there, and you don't know which way to go. Commander YAHANNA, You understand? And the I.S.U.P.K sat on top of this mountain and brought brothers from that hill back up to that mountain and let us know you're supposed to be above everybody. You're not supposed to be down here. Why the hell you below? Why you letting them be up here and you down here? You understand? Why the hell? Nah, stop. Commander YAHANNA rounded up, or it is rounding up the Lord's sheep. You understand? And placing them back on these mountains, man. You understand? Bunky, y'all jumped me over there faster than I was going. That's the most correct.
Because when you think about our people and the mindset of our people, you ask a brother if they want to be in rulership, and they be like, nah.
Right.
Christianity, God loves everyone. We all equal. When I'm not reading that in the Bible, that's not the note here. But why the hell would you want to be in rulership or in authority?
Right.
That lets me know that slavery has been ingrained upon your psyche. And that's the reason why in the previous verse it asked about us being a homeborn slave.
That's right.
You know, it's like it doesn't even make sense. You have a conversation with a person that thinks that way, you know they have strong ties to the Christian church.
Nah, you're absolutely right, man. You understand? Because a Christian just want to be a good servant. That's what a Christian wants to do. They want to be a good slave. You understand? They just want to live their life, do what they want to do. God gonna love them. You understand? They don't want no adversity. You understand? They can't go through nothing. God forbid a Christian go through something. Good night. Don't let them. They can't go through nothing. Everything just have to be rainbows and sunshine. You understand? That's all it has to be. I'll stay on this hill as long as I'm happy and peaceful. I'll stay on this hill. I don't want to rule over nobody. Right. I believe all people are made equal. Meantime, you got Donald Trump on a goddamn mountain being a goddamn tyrant to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. But you don't care as long as your peace ain't disturbed on your little hill. You understand? But the scriptures say, read on, it say we forgotten our resting place, man. You understand? We was when we was above all nations, it was rest, man. When we was with the Most High and following the Most High, it was rest, man. That was our resting place. We didn't have nothing to worry about. You understand? Everybody else had to follow what the Most High said. Right. And if they didn't follow the law, statutes, and commandments, the Lord was sending us to go get them, man. You understand? He was destroying these nations, man, by way of the nation of Israel, man. That's right. You understand? These other nations were coming up against Israel, and they were falling, man, at the hands of Israel because we were serving the Most High. And that was a beautiful thing. I pray the Lord allow me to see, you understand, my body change with the twinkling of an eye and hunting these devils out the goddamn crevices of rocks. I dream of doing it. I dream of throwing the baby off the side of the cliff, bunker, y'all. just snatch him by his leg and throw him out the cave and ask who else don't want to come. You understand? Like, you still don't want to serve? You understand? Like, but that's righteousness, man. That's righteousness. You understand? And we, like, the kingdom of heaven is not going to come without some type of violence. You better understand that. And now, I'm not saying that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians go out and commit crimes and acts of violence. That's not what I'm saying. You understand? The Lord is going to fight for the nation of Israel, man. Just keep walking with me. We're going to get there. The Lord going to fight for the nation of Israel, man. And it's going to be a great thing in that day. It's like, good.
No, that's heavy. You say that. You talk about violence. What we have to do is violently separate from America. We've got to violently separate from Christianity.
Damn right.
Violently separate from the customs and traditions of our oppressor. You think about when you come into the truth and you used to go on to the Thanksgiving and the birthdays,
right,
and the Christmas, and then you don't show up.
Mm-hmm.
That is a violent separation.
Yeah, everybody calling you.
Yeah, they're calling you.
This nigga.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
That's the violence we speaking about.
Cause where you at? I got the thing. Where you at, bro? Hey, I don't celebrate no more. What you mean you don't celebrate no more? Man, quit playing. Come on, man. The food ready. The weed didn't get you, not the food ready. You understand? Salahi. And so reading on to verse 7, you understand?
We're in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 7. All that found them have devoured them.
You understand? Everybody that found the nation of Israel, you understand, has devoured the nation of Israel, man. You understand? Everybody. The Africans devoured us. The Arabs devoured us.
Right.
The Asians devoured us. You understand? The Caucasians devoured us. You understand? It said all who have found them have devoured them, man. You understand? It's like you read on.
And their adversaries said,
and our adversaries, you understand, the so-called white man, the Asians, all them that devour the nation of Israel, our adversaries, they say,
we offend not.
We ain't did nothing. We ain't did nothing. What we doing don't offend God. That don't offend God. Why? Read on.
Because they have sinned against the Lord.
Because they sinned against the Lord. They sinned against the Lord. You understand? Like so us devouring them, you understand that? We ain't did nothing. We don't offend the Most High. We believe in God. That's why on the back of our dollar, look, you see it on the back of the money, it's saying God we trust. America, we believe in God. We ain't did nothing. You understand? They sinned against the Most High. Yeah, they knew that the Bible said if they don't listen to their God, then they can be overtaken. They knew that. Don't the Bible say it? So they say we didn't do it. They sinned. Go ahead.
Because they have sinned against the Lord,
Mm-hmm.
the habitation of justice,
Mm-hmm.
even the Lord, the hope of their fathers.
Yeah, they betrayed all of them. They went against everything. You understand? That's why the Lord said, "Hey, so like that's why the Lord said back in Jeremiah 2:11. You understand? Like this is not like they gave up they praise. They gave up their glory, they honor, they praise. You understand? For something that doesn't profit them, right? And he said, for the heavens to be astonished. You understand? For the heavens to be desolate without joy. Like, how destroyed do you have to be? You understand? To reject your power and constantly reject your power, man. You understand? You have to be very destroyed. You understand? To not even want to hear the knowledge. You understand? Of who you could be and who your God is. You understand? And our oppressor know that. They know that. They don't think that they doing no wrong. That's why when you say, do you think that that white people should pay for slavery? I didn't own slaves. Because they offend not. They don't think that they do no wrong. They think, well, black people did this to themselves. They pull yourself up by your own bootstrap. And that's what they say? Oh, Sluggy.
Salaki, if I may, I want to go into the Zondervan right quick.
Oh, come.
And let's talk about just the privacy of Edom. Page 142 in your Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionaries.
Mm-hmm.
Because it ain't what you saying is heavy, but a lot of people don't do the research and the understanding like what happens to the other. It ain't just us saying it's the privacy of what thus says the Lord. And like at Edom, at the last, you see it, Bunky, y'all on 142.
Come.
All the way at the bottom down there. It's like the last paragraph.
Edom. This is according to the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary, page 142. Edom figures prominently in the prophetic scriptures as the scene of great future judgments. See notably Isaiah chapter 34 and 5, chapter 6, and chapter 63 and verse 1. She is the only neighbor of the Israelites who was not given any promise of mercy from God.
Damn right.
So what they're saying is for all the treatment and ill will and atrocities that we face from these bastards, see, our people will forget. You give us a few crumbs and then put us in prominent positions, give us a few Bentleys of Mercedes Benzes, right? We'll forget though the things we've been through. But the Most High said they won't receive no mercy.
Right.
So what you were saying earlier about the babies, I mean, we can say that all day, but the Most High is not going to have any mercy on them. Right?
That's right.
And that was a prophecy that was given to them for all the wretchedness that they've done in the earth. Right?
Damn right. Most High Christ, man, get out of hand. You understand? They're absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. And I don't want them to have no mercy. I don't want, you don't deserve no mercy. You understand?
Salakia,
go ahead.
When you think about that mercy, you know, a brother that wants to give you mercy, it's only because of Christianity.
Right.
You know, you see your if you were to see some wicked, vile crime occur to your family member, you're gonna want justice. You're gonna want, you know, some sort of resolve. And for you not to want that and to want to forgive them for doing that, that's a very, we're out of our minds because of Christianity, man. You said it before, you know, doing the same thing over and over again. That's described as insanity, man. Salaki.
Nah, you're absolutely correct. And like what's heavy about that is like when you were saying that, I was just thinking about the little African kid with Captain Tazaria. You understand? With Captain Tazaria is like, nah, you can't eat with me.
Right.
Like you can't come to my cookout and eat with me. You understand? And the African kid, yeah, everybody was just like, oh, well, he said he wouldn't feed the kid. He wouldn't feed the kid. But the African kid also said, if your people did what my people did to you, I wouldn't let you eat with me either. They forget about that part. You understand? They don't deserve any type of, you deserve no type of remorse. You understand? You deserve no type of mercy. You understand? What you go through, you earned it. Whatever the hell happened to them kids in Texas, they earned it. Right. You understand? And not to sound violent or anything, I don't know if YouTube's gonna censor or nothing like that. You understand? But I hope all of them suffer because you deserve to. You understand? Why? Because my brothers and sisters suffered when they was out there in them cotton fields. You remember the story about the sister, the baby that the devil put behind the goddamn rocking chair and rocked on her head until she was unalive? You deserve to suffer, man. Your children deserve to suffer for all the babies that you cut out the wombs of the Native Americans, man.
Right.
You understand? For all the destruction that you caused the Mexicans in this place, man. You invaded their land. You understand? Invaded their land and harassed them. Invaded the land of the Native Americans and harassed the Native Americans and destroyed the Native Americans. You understand? When you the one invaded their land. If you didn't want to be around them, you didn't want them around you, all you had to do was do what? Take your ass back across the goddamn water. You came from afar, died, you understand? Stay, sailed in all manner of conditions just to get over here and destroy a people on their land and tell them that they can't be here. Right. That doesn't make sense. All right, we back. Don't touch that dial. You understand? Esau gave us a quick inhibition. You know what I'm saying? So, lot here, we're gonna go over to Psalms 94:5. Psalms 94:5.
Book of Psalms, chapter 94, verse 5. They break in pieces thy people, O Lord, and afflict thine heritage.
You understand? They broken the nation of Israel into pieces, man. You understand? They broken the Lord's nation, the Lord's people into, you understand, pieces, man. You understand? We're destroyed. You got pieces of us all over here, pieces of us all over here. You understand? We all in Christianity, all in Islam. You understand? And everybody know what happened to Islam. Good night. You understand? You doing one or two things in Islam. You understand? They ain't even gonna get into it because they done shut us down one time. You understand? But still, like, they destroy the Lord's chosen people, man. You understand? They afflict his heritage, man. You understand? They like, it's nothing but pain for the nation of Israel, man.
Right.
You understand? Like, we can't have anything in this place, man. Anything. Go ahead. They are listening. They definitely listening, Kadar.
They slay the widow and the stranger.
Right. You understand? They slay the widow and the stranger, man. They don't give a damn who you are. You one of them? You understand? Nah. Ain't no way you gonna survive in this place. You understand? Whether you by yourself with somebody else, you understand? Whether you follow the laws, you can be the best Christian on the face of the earth, man. You understand? Esau don't give a damn. You understand? They slay the widow and the stranger, man. You understand? Read on.
And murder the fatherless.
And murder the fatherless. You understand? That can only be one nation of people, right? You understand? They laugh at black people for not having fathers. You understand? Knowing damn well that they the reason that black people don't have fathers. Go ahead.
So like this just speaks volumes about the curses when it says this is a nation of fierce countenance. They have zero compassion. They have zero empathy. You talking about a widow. This is a woman that doesn't have a man to protect her anymore.
Right.
You talking about a stranger. This brother does not know that he's an Israelite.
Right.
He doesn't know he's supposed to keep God's laws, statutes, commandments. He's ignorant. You don't know. It says, and murder the fatherless. You're murdering. You're taking the lives of the innocent, man, of children. They don't have a second chance.
Right.
This is heavy, brother. Salakia.
Nah, I'm trying to keep it light now. They done cut us one time. I'm trying not to go back there. Bunker y'all getting started again, y'all. We get cut again. This is that bunker y'all fault. I'm trying to be nice this time. You understand? They done cut us out one time. You understand? Read on.
Verse 7. Yet they say, the Lord shall not see, neither shall the God of Jacob regard it.
Right. They try to tell us that, the Lord don't care about you. We God's chosen people. What are you talking about? What are you praying for? You can't be the real Jews.
Right.
You understand? They trying to tell you that the Lord don't give a damn about you, man. You understand? You think that we in this position because the Lord care about you? You understand? But don't like, if you Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, understand this, man. You are God's chosen people, man. The Lord punishes you, you understand? Because, so like, if you Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, you understand this. We are God's chosen people.
That's right.
The Lord destroys us, you understand? Because we choose not to listen, man. You understand? The Lord allows these things to happen to us because we continue to fight against what he tells us to do, man. Right. We choose not to gather ourselves together with each other, man. We choose to continue to try and love these nations, man. You understand? When the Lord is trying to separate us from them, man. He trying to get us to come back to the mountaintop, man. You understand? And we fighting tooth and nail to stay on the goddamn hill because we love these other nations too goddamn much, man. Right. When they don't give us that same love in return, man. You understand? Salaki. We're gonna jump back over to Jeremiah 51. I'm gonna try to go ahead and get through the. I ain't even hit my stories.
Mm-hmm. Jeremiah 51
and 36. So like 51 and 36.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 51.
Yep. 51 and 36.
Verse 36. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold,
right,
I will plead thy cause.
The Lord said, therefore, you understand, behold, he said, hey, hang on, watch this. You understand? I'm gonna plead your cause. That's why I said earlier, you understand, we don't have to go and commit violence. You understand? But like also Bonke, I was saying, you do have to violently separate yourself from America, from these other nations, from these holidays. You understand? From all things of wickedness, you have to violently separate yourself, man. You understand? But the Lord said, you understand? Behold, I will plead your cause, man. You understand? Read on.
And take vengeance for thee, and I will dry up her sea. And make her springs dry.
You understand? The Lord said, behold, I'm gonna take vengeance for you, man. You understand? And he gonna like the Lord got something coming to this place, man. You understand? It's about to be hell in America, man. Right. Y'all think what you seeing, like we think that what we seeing right now is just, oh, it's so sad. Black people be crying. You understand? Oh, I feel so sad for them. I pray for them. Like we be feeling bad. You understand? But that you ain't seen nothing yet, man. You ain't seen nothing yet. I believe I heard a brother saying something about the Black Plague being back. You ain't seen nothing yet. Just know if a Negro sneeze next to you, you better be asking questions. If they sneezing next to you, you better be asking questions. You understand? Keep a mask in your pocket, Black and Hispanic, man. You understand? Drop that bunk, y'all. Let's go to Isaiah 60 and 12. If you don't mind, real quick. Isaiah 60 and 12. You understand? The Lord said he gonna plead our cause, man. You ain't gotta lift a finger, man. The Lord got you, man. The Lord is gonna send Christ back, and that's gonna be it. You understand? This place is going down.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 60, verse 12.
Here you go. Don't say I didn't warn y'all. I told you it was coming now. I told y'all it was coming. Go ahead.
For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee,
you understand?
Shall perish.
When I said snatch our little baby and throw him out the cave and say who else don't want to serve? You understand? The Lord say for the nation that will not serve thee. You understand? The Lord said they're gonna perish, man. You understand? That nation is gonna be destroyed.
That's right.
You understand? Oh, you don't want to serve? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians done served you for over 400 years. So now you think that you had the decision to not serve? The Lord said, you understand, for the nation, man, and the kingdom. You understand? The nation and the kingdom, man. You understand? The Lord is going to destroy you, man. You think that our oppressor is just going to bow down and allow Juanito, you understand, to rule over him? You think that he's just going to bow down and let the Hispanics rule over him? Hell no. You understand? The Lord going to step in. You understand? And he going to plead your cause for the tribe of Issachar. The Lord is going to plead the cause for the tribe of Issachar. And he said, if you don't want to serve the Mexicans, Donald Trump, you understand? I will destroy your nation and your kingdom.
That's right.
You understand? Read on.
For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted.
You understand? And that's what's going to happen to this so-called Caucasian man. You understand? They're gonna be wasted, man. You understand? Because they're not gonna bow down to a Hispanic brother, man. They're not gonna listen to what a black man has to say. You understand? When it's our time to rule over them, the Lord is going to have to show them, man. He's gonna have to bring them down off of this mountain that they sitting on, man. He's going to have to bring them down and show them that it's their turn to be in hell, man. You understand? Because you showed no remorse to the Lord's chosen people. You understand? You destroyed the Lord's chosen people, man. You understand? You turned us into whores and whoremongers, man. You understand? You took our precious things, you understand, and turned them away. You understand? You painted over the image of Christ, man, and the angels. You understand? You led the Lord's chosen people astray. You changed our names, beat our history out of us. You understand? Told us we were nothing but slaves. Told us we were nothing but rapers, robbers, and murderers. You understand? You destroyed God's flock, man. You understand? And the Lord is going to destroy you. The Lord is going to destroy you, man, for what you've done to his chosen people. And with that, I'll pass the class out to preaching officer of 1,000 bunker y'all. Thank Christ.
I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K. Started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother or sister. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10, means 10th in the Hebrew. It's pronounced ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priest, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. The upcoming Holy Convocation. We have the memorial blowing of trumpets, first day of the 7th month, which will be Sunday, September 21st of this year, according to the book of Leviticus, 23rd chapter, verses 24 through 25. We also have the Midwest Fire Weekend coming up, man. July 31st through August the 8th, man. It's going to be in Chicago. Get with your camp leader, get your affairs in order, man. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boot, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, I.M.A.J.M, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to render one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Madam Shabbat, I.M.A.J.M, Barak, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shabrakatah. Yadam Matai, hands down, Sar, turning face to sisters. Sisters, I.M.A.J.M, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to render one courtesy salute to our sisters. Men of Israel, Madam Shabbat, I.M.A.J.M, Barak, Yahweh Shema Latha Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Yadam Matai, class dismissed.